Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me here on the WITN First Alert Desk at 8 a.m. I'm Gigi Barnett. Meteorologist Jim Howard will be joining us in just a few moments. Hope you're all having a wonderful Tuesday so far. I know it's pretty chilly out there again. Just one more day of this before we'll see a little bit of a warm up. We'll be getting into those 60s in no time. A good looking weekend ahead of us. I know it's still a few days away. Jim's going to talk about the warming trend as well as some rain chances that we could be seeing before the weekend. So he'll have all of those details in just a little bit. But before we talk about the forecast, we do have a story out of Farmville this morning. The town of Farmville is addressing its progress on the Americans with Disabilities Act, its plan to help the community feel more accessible to those who are in need. They have hired a company as well as an ADA coordinator to identify some of those barriers across the town. They've been finding those challenges and trying to configure a plan that can help serve the community in a better light. So I'm going to let Haley Hollinger tell you a little bit more about this story now.
This sidewalk in Farmville has a ramp, a sign of progress as town leaders continue to push for ADA compliance.
Now we have been identifying places to go in and to put in ramps based off of need or remodeling and construction. Any new ramps or sidewalks that are made must be made ADA compliant at this point.
Farmville's new ADA coordinator, Kevin McDaniel, and Precision Infrastructure Management, or PIM, found over 2,000 accessibility barriers over almost 10 miles of pedestrian right-of-way space.
Some of the public buildings are really hard to get into. They don't have automatic doors.
Meaning no ramps, hazards, or sidewalks that are too small. These issues make it hard for residents like Monty King to get around.
Right now, I won't even basically ride on the sidewalks because I just ride in the road. When I ordered this chair, I actually ordered it with lights and turn signals, which was about $5,000 extra just because I'm on the road and can't get in the sidewalks.
Monty says he's hopeful for the future as the town builds a plan to help.
That will include sidewalks, ramps, but also any of the town-owned properties that we have, making sure that they're ADA compliant, as well as our website. The next step that they'll do is putting in that strategic plan, what that looks like over the next 5-10 years here, so that we know where we need to focus and can continue to become ADA compliant.
All right, so it is great to see that progress is being made and a lot of conversations are being also discussed in regards to accessibility and making the town more ADA compliant with ramps, better sidewalks. The list goes on.
Yeah, and it sounds like they've got a fair amount of time to get all the work done based on reading the story. It's not like we got a deadline in 6 months.
Right, you have to get it all done.
Should be able to do it properly to the right specs and everything and have it done in time. And it's nice that they're addressing all that.
That's true.
Because there's a lot of folks, you don't think about it unless you know somebody that has to deal with it or you have to deal with it personally.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people just don't realize how hard it can make life.
Absolutely, yeah. All right, well, let's talk about the weather now.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll switch gears. I'll give you some live looks out there this morning. Start you off with a look through the Washington camera. Looking good, air temp 32, blue sky degrees. Wind at about 10, give or take. I think we'll stay a little under 10 on the wind today, so not quite as windy as yesterday. In fact, we'll cut the winds in half today. That's going to help, and we need that help when we're struggling to find 50. Greenville at 32 right now. The wind again 5 to 10. Wind chill value 2.4 here outside the studio. Down to the waterfront. Good morning, Morehead City. You're right around freezing. You feel 10 degrees colder. That wind chill value 23. Biting degrees. A little more wind on the coast, so it actually feels a little colder, I would say, right on the water. Let's come back a little further inland to New Bern. 30 feels like 23. Blue sky degrees there as well. And not a big chop out on the Neuse River. Those winds holding near 10, I think. Yesterday we were gusting 30, and you could feel every bit of that wind yesterday. Those wind chills were brutal. All righty, let's get into that forecast a little bit. Satellite radar looks good. Had a few clouds out there back at 8, 9 o'clock. They're gone, and they'll stay out of here until sunset, probably, maybe a little earlier, maybe mid-afternoon, some high clouds creeping in. There's all your air temps. Everybody at or below freezing, generally inland, a click or two above freezing on the coast. and that northwest wind slows the warming. It's a struggle to get the thermometer moving when you have what we call cold air advection, advecting in colder air on the northwest wind. So colder air moving in, the sun trying to heat the air. There's a battle going on there. Wind chill value at about 24. Air temp later today, 46 we'll call it, give or take. On the thermometer, no 50s in there. That'll change tomorrow. What's the hour by hour? I'm tracking temps, clouds, and rain on this graphic. Later today, a few clouds creep in, 46 on the thermometer. Watch those clouds later tonight, thickening up. That blanket of clouds holds the air temp in the 40s tomorrow morning. We'll stop cooling after midnight and then get those highs up towards 60. I think we'll reach 60, even though that graphic doesn't say it, tomorrow afternoon. Upper 50s, 60 degrees. Some breaks in the clouds in the evening. Those clouds build right back in Thursday, and then they bring rain with them by sunrise Thursday. You can see the raindrops on there. Generally on and off Thursday morning, midday into the afternoon. I think even into the overnight. You see that low there, but generally we'll be dealing with rain overnight Thursday night, likely into Friday as well. I'll show you what's producing that rain. It's not this first frontal boundary. That's what brings the warmer air. So watch the cold leave tonight or late tonight into tomorrow morning, and then we move that southwest wind in, get the party started with a 60-degree high. The rain building, you can see it moving in Thursday. So a frontal boundary kind of draped over us, and that low pressure back to the west is moving eastbound, and that's kind of pulling moisture up that low as it heads eastbound. So you can see the rain kind of increasing in coverage mid-morning into the afternoon and evening hours Thursday. Again, that model shows a little bit of a lull late Thursday, but it'll fill right back in Thursday night. Friday morning looks wet. Could be a stray rumble of thunder just ahead of that cold front. And then Friday afternoon, front's moving through, temps are coming down, rain is exiting late in the day Friday. I put cool there. I still think we'll do 60s over the weekend. There'll be nice numbers out there both Saturday and Sunday. I want to show you the national map. Watch back into Phoenix, 86. You want warm air, head out to portions of Arizona, New Mexico, southern Texas. You want it cold with a foot, 2 feet of snow on the ground, head to Boston. 26 on the thermometer. What a contrast across the nation. Tomorrow, some of the data, they'll probably have, believe it or not, where you see the white shading in southern Texas, that's mid-90s. South central Texas tomorrow, mid-90s. Unbelievable, still winter time, contrasted to the 30s to the north. For us, around 60 degrees tomorrow. I'll take that over the 95 or the 25 from Massachusetts to Texas. Some of the good stuff right here. 47 today, sunny, and then 60 tomorrow under the clouds. And you can see those temperatures jump to the mid-60s Thursday. Right now, I'm thinking an inch of rain from sunrise Thursday to sunset Friday. If that rain, the way it's setting up now, does continue more on than off through that stretch, we'll be at over an inch of rainfall. Isolated rumble of thunder. Still looks good for getting the rain out for the weekend, though. Digging the numbers Saturday and Sunday, low to mid-60s on my parents' terms. About 40 Saturday night, and then next week, a little cool down to the low 50s with a little 20% chance of rain there. So generally, a shot of rain coming late week with a warm-up will kick the rain out, but keep the good numbers into the weekend, fortunately. Weekend, all the data says we'll be good this weekend. Rain off the coast, stays off the coast.
Yeah, that better stay that way. It's nice to hear that we are pretty much the sweet spot of the United States right now in terms of, you know, all the conditions you were just telling us about.
If we were hitting 95 in February, I'd pack my bags.
Oh my gosh.
It's just too early for that.
That's too much.
South Texas, they're going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah, seriously. Well, Jim, thank you for all the updates, and thank you all for joining us. I just wanted to say hello and good morning to everyone in the comments. Alma and Esmeralda from Chinquapin, thanks so much for tuning in again. And Casey with the I'll take a double of spring weather, hold the pollen. Thank you for the unfortunate reminder that pollen season, is upon us.
Yeah, that's what does come with the warmer weather, the pollen.
Man.
It won't be long, Casey. Sorry.
Oh,
but
so
you
scary.
brought it up, Casey. Just following your lead on that.
Yeah, seriously. We'll all be just covered in yellow pretty soon. All right. Well, hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks so much for tuning in.